Hi, welcome to Psych 132, Psychology and Culture. My name is Eric Haas. I'm going to be your instructor for this class. Now, in this video, I just want to give you kind of a quick overview of what to expect from this class. Now, essentially, this class is going to explore how culture and psychology interact. Now, basically, if you think about psychology as the study of the mind and behavior, and specifically the scientific study of mind and behavior, or in other words, we could put it more simply as, why do people behave the way they do? If that's the field of psychology, cultural psychology starts to look at how culture, which are groups of people that share certain values and ideals and ways of thinking and feeling, etc., how those cultures affect why we behave the way we do. And what's interesting in particular, I think, about this class is that I think in particular in the US, we tend to underestimate how much culture plays a part in why we behave the way we do. And so what's really kind of nice about this class is it will often provide this really kind of cool context for people's behavior and allow us to see how there are a lot of things that might explain why we behave the way we do, but that are not always consistent one culture to the next. So some cultures might do it one way, another culture might do it a completely different way. And so those cross-cultural differences are really fascinating. So we're going to explore a lot of those things. So we're going to explore where cultures tend to be more similar, like in terms of all cultures behave in this way or for these reasons. And then we'll also look at places where culture is different. And that there's a lot of cultural variation in terms of certain behaviors. So it's a really fascinating class, I believe. And also what I think it will do is it will provide you with some pretty cool skills as far as being able to understand other people. I think a sort of side benefit of this class is that it can, in a lot of ways, improve your relationships because, again, if we're trying to understand other people, then if we can put them in a cultural context, we'll actually do a better job understanding them than people who ignore those cultural contexts. So that's kind of, an overview of our topic. The other thing that I want to mention in this video is simply that this is an 8-week live online class. Two things. The live online class simply means that we meet online at certain times. Okay, and so it's twice a week, and we're going to meet for an hour and 15 minutes via Zoom. And so the links are in Canvas, and so you just are expected to be there. Attendance is a big part of this class because one of the probably more important aspects of this class is discussion and us going through some different experiences and exercises and different things to try to understand some of these concepts. So we do have our live online meetings, but then you're also expected to do a lot of work outside of our live online meetings. Because normally this class would be 16 weeks and we'd meet twice a week, hour and 15 minutes each time. So we have half as much scheduled time together. So we make up for that by, I also will provide you with lecture videos. They're online, they're videos. I break them down into smaller chunks. What's really kind of nice is you can then stop them, start them, you can speed them up, you can slow them down, you can take notes on them, all that kind of stuff. So it makes it a little bit nicer for that. So there'll be that kind of online component, but there's a lot of different other things that we're going to be doing. Online discussions, some online exercises, some online experiences to make this class kind of this really a cool way to kind of explore a lot of the topics. So that was the one thing. It is a live online class. The other piece is that it's an 8-week class. And because it's an 8-week class, I just want to give you the warning that, again, it would normally be taught in 16 weeks. So we're going twice as fast. So you want to expect to be putting in twice as much work per week on this class as you would in a 16-week class. So it's not often a really good idea to have a lot of classes going on during this class because, again, it's going to be expecting a certain amount of time from you in order to be successful. So typically we would say, for most people, a 3-credit class in a 16-week semester is about 9 hours a week of work, 3 hours in class and about 6 hours outside of class. just double that. So we'd be looking at, to be super successful in this class, you want to be putting in about 18 hours a week. And again, a good chunk of that is our live online. So that's, about 3 hours. Then watching lecture videos, probably another 3 hours. So there you've got, almost a little less than half of your hours. And then you should be reading the book and doing some of the discussions and so on. So just wanted to give you that warning. But otherwise, we'll go over the first day of class. We'll talk about the syllabus. We'll go over some of the expectations, some of the assignments. But again, I think this is a really fun class, and it's more of an exploratory class. I'm not super focused on you memorizing a bunch of stuff. It's really a little bit more self-exploration. It's a little more understanding and starting to see the world in a slightly different way, being able to see cultural contexts, see things in a context. And that's where I think this class can be super beneficial to you in general, again, with your relationships, but also especially relationships that are cross-cultural, which is pretty much every interaction probably has some level of cross-culturality. But some are just more so. And so I think there's a lot of side benefits to this class. And I think ultimately you should enjoy it and be able to take a lot that you can apply the rest of your life as a result of this class. So I look forward to meeting you all and seeing you all in our live online sessions. If you have any questions, absolutely always feel free to reach out to me. The easiest way is probably just to email me. I'm checking that regularly. And so again, I look forward to meeting you all, and we'll see you soon.